Apparently, I've been up to nothing.
The show has some degree of drama and intensity, and for most of the season,
Pot of beans.
why wouldn't they tell us all forms of funny stories like snakes swallowed money and rats became an army of giants and invaded Astoria?
Anyway, enough said. I want to hear your own experience.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Pot of Beans podcast. My name is Afro Wendy, and I'm excited to have you here today.
Boys and girls, how are we doing? What's popping? What's up? It's been a while. Oh, okay, fine. You know what? It's becoming a terrible tradition. Every time I come on here, I'm like, it's been a while, it's been a while. I don't want to be saying it's been a while. I want to be very consistent. Because it's a very lousy something to come and be every time it's been a while. Where have I been? But sometimes life happens, you get very busy, you cannot even... Because let me tell you the truth, I actually recorded an episode on Thanksgiving Day, which is 25th November, right? Yes, I guess. I don't know. One of Thanksgiving Day, I actually made a podcast episode. The only thing is that I couldn't post it. Like I couldn't post it because I couldn't edit it, right? There was just so much to do. I was like, oh, I will edit it. Thanksgiving Day passed. And the thing was that the content was around Thanksgiving. So I just couldn't post it. So, well, here we are. You know, sometimes how you do content and then at the end of the day it becomes stale because the reason why you did it has passed. That was exactly what happened with that episode, and I apologize. I did not want to just upload it like that without editing, so please bear with me. I am hoping that I will not be saying it's been a while, but honestly, why am I even doing this episode? It's because the semester have ended. I now have free time, baby. I now have a lot of free time to do stuff. I'm very happy actually because throughout this morning I've been on my bed. Like for the first time in a long time, I did not say, oh, I need to get up to go and do something, to go to school or to do assignments or to read or to I am just, chilling. And I was like, instead of chilling, because the I do mind is the devil's workshop, I said instead of chilling, I should probably just do an episode. And yeah, here we are. This episode, I don't even know what I wanted to talk about, but I just want to, do an episode, pop in, say hi, and maybe pop back again. I know the last time I did the episode on just a new dispensation, someone requested that I do the episode of me spending the night at the airport, and I actually did this, or I made an episode about it the day I did the Thanksgiving thing, but as I didn't post it, so I'll still narrate it today. Okay, so basically I found myself all the way from Nigeria. My journey, it was shaking because see, I think I first of all I'll give you people the gist of the embassy, the US embassy in Nigeria, because they showed me pepper. Brothers and sisters, they showed me pepper. Anyway, that one I passed. One day I'll just sit down and narrate it. But honestly, the journey was not really very smooth for me. When I came, I've made arrangements, so how I'm going to come, the international students will come and it's an office, they'll come and pick me up at the airport because they made arrangements for international students and all. So I was like, my arrangement is pretty good. When I come, I'll just hop in and step into school, have finished everything. I came. What happened was that because I landed in Chicago airport. Well, how do you pronounce it? Chicago, not Chicago. My Ibutic self would not leave. It's Chicago. I landed in Chicago, and I did not know because it was my first time in international flight. I did not know that you need to be checking the layover time. The layover time was very short. Just an hour, and before you finish, you check out the what they call it, security. I don't know what they call it. immigration, right? You check there, they scan you, they want to strip you of all your belongings, even your pints. They will, if left to them, they will strip you naked so that they will know that you are not carrying bomb or you're not carrying any contraband. Anyway, they spent a lot of time there, and then by the time we're done, I had those very few minutes, and the airport is big. It's big. But what you do is you hop on a bus. I did hop on a bus. I did. So when they drop me, they say, oh, go to this terminal, go to this terminal. So I'm like, terminal, God help me, where is the terminal? And I was rushing. I was like, with my small hand luggage, I'm like, no, it wasn't small, it was a bit heavy. So I'm like, I have to struggle, I have to get there. So by the time I got there, it was 5 minutes to the boarding time. Before I could even locate the terminal, I was just asking random people, and almost everybody there, I say they did not know anything. I ask you terminal, you are saying you don't know. Nobody knows anything. Anyway, I found my way, but it was 5 minutes to the flight time, the departure time. So obviously it means that they can't. Everybody have entered, pilot have locked door, everything. So I couldn't even do anything. So they told me, oh, the flight was left. Look at it. I was looking at it outside. So you mean you people cannot like make small exception? This is my first time. You people should kind of understand. They are like, no. I was like, so what will happen? Because hey, this is my first time. I don't know anybody here. Auntie, you have to help me. Auntie, you have to help me. If you don't help me, I'm going to cry here. I'm going to scream. I was basically ready to raise dust. Not like raise dust, but I was basically ready to cry my eyes out if they say that I have to pay another money in order to get to where I'm going to. But hallelujah, as it's not Nigeria that they want to squeeze the last naira out of you. They said, okay, they are going to put me on the next available flight, which is like 1 hour later. If I'm okay with that, I said, I'm okay. Yes, ma, please put me on that flight. I am very ready. I'm okay with that. So they put me on the flight, and the thing was that I was scheduled to come down to Detroit Airport around 4 p.m. But now as it happens, because the flight was delayed, so I was going to get there past 5. Well, that's my phone. Hello, I forgot to put it on silent, so here we go. Anyway, so now I have to call the international students office to tell them that, oh, I will not be arriving the time that I say I will arrive. Can you people wait for me? I sent them a message while I was at the Chicago airport, and then I did not see their reply, and I did not have data because I was using MTN, and my roaming data are finished. If I leave the airport, I don't really have access to data. So when I sent it, I didn't see their reply until I entered the plane. So when I entered the plane, basically no access. So what happened was that I think they sent me a message while I was on the plane to say that, oh, they've gone. So I should make alternative plans on how to. I did not see it though, on how to get to school. So I basically landed though, hoping and praying. When I got to Detroit Airport, I just looked for airport Wi-Fi, checked my phone, and they said, oh, they have gone. Oh, they're not waiting for me. Jesus is a Christian. I was like, what is 1 hour? What is 1 hour that they cannot wait? Hey, I started making analogies in my mind. I was like, this is how the Son of Man will come, and I'll not make it. Hey, God. Hey, because they delayed my flight, because I wasn't very attentive to details. I basically didn't see that the layover time was very short. Very different scenarios went through my mind. So I was like, you know what? Maybe stop sulking and look for a solution. So I basically sat down in one of the waiting areas with my 2 boxes, big boxes, and I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I should get an Uber. As I did not have an American number, I could not even register. So I tried Lyft, the same thing. So yeah, I'm like, this shit is getting real. I basically am here and I'm going to be stranded. So I tried calling some people that were in school to help me. How did they get there? Please, they should help me out. I called someone gave me another person's number that was like, oh, they helped them. And I was like, okay, let me call them so maybe they will help me. My sisters and brothers, I called her. She was like, oh, am I vaccinated? I was like, no, I'm not vaccinated, but I do have a negative COVID test result that was just 3 days old. Yeah, so I don't think I would have gotten COVID. Like, I was very, cautious. It was like, no, sorry, she has a policy. Whoever is getting on the car needs to be vaccinated. I'm like, Egbamio, yeah, before me, my village people have followed me down to the abroad. Anyways, I was like, yeah, before me. So what happened was, I think I called, like, I contacted a whole lot of people that I knew that might help. And my auntie was like, you know what, things like this happen, shit like this happens, so get ready to sleep at the airport. I was like, auntie, hey, me, hey, God, hey, this is, I felt, you know what I felt? I think at that point I was like, maybe I made a mistake coming here. I was like, maybe I pushed it too much, maybe I pushed it too hard, right? Maybe it wasn't the plan. Somehow when you force things to happen, they will not be experiencing hitches along the way. I was like, maybe that was what happened. She was like, oh, go get a neck pillow so you feel comfortable. It was like, shit is getting real. First of all, I don't even have money for neck pillow. Do you know how they sell biscuits here? Chocolates of a neck pillow. I was like, okay, yeah, I will go get it, but well, I actually didn't get it because ain't nobody got money for that. So, yes, actually, all the people I called, help was not forthcoming. So I don't have a car. I don't know how to get there. Those people have. I was like, it's 5 o'clock. Okay, maybe go get like a taxi, airport taxi or something. So I was like going around the airport. Please, do you know where I can get a taxi? Do you know I can get a taxi? Do you know where I can get it? Obviously, there were taxis, but the taxis that were going to where I was going to, it was just one that I saw. It was $180. Brethren, $180. You know what? I said, yeah, well, maybe let me just, maybe sleeping at the airport will be great. Maybe it's because it's late. Then maybe I would, tomorrow things will be better. So I would just get stuff. And I thought maybe, by tomorrow I'll get cheaper airport taxi. So in my mind, I was like, $180. At that time, as at then, that would be almost like, would it be 100k or maybe like 90,000, 80,000 or so. In my mind, I was like, no, if this is almost 200k, the $200 what are you saying for taxi? Anyways, so I accepted my fate. I went to look for biscuits because I've not eaten since I landed America, except the food they gave me on the plane coming from what was it called, Frankfurt. I've not eaten. I was so hungry. I now went to to get cookies, just biscuit, just something to hold, and I drank water. Cookies and water since morning. She went to your sofa. So basically, I was looking for where to crash. I went basically to the United Airlines, their stand base. I don't know what they call it, but I went to their stand shop to ask them if they have accommodations for like stranded customers. I basically travel with your airplane. The least you could do for me is help me out with accommodations, somewhere to just crash for the night. They said, no, they don't do that. Sorry. They only do that for customers who, it's their fault that they miss their flight or they arrive late. That they don't do that for when it's your own fault, which it is. They say it's my fault. So I said, okay, no problem. It is well. Anyways, I crashed at the airport. I met someone. She's from Mexico. but she stays in the United States. Basically, we became fast friends. We just started, and it's I didn't call her number. I don't even know why, but she was just to me. She was just telling me about her life, how it's like for her. She's also international, so what I should expect and all of that. She said she I think she's a J1 student, and she came in, all those people that do the like vocational skills kind of people. So, and she works as a nanny. She works as a nanny for some people, for like a couple, and they take her on vacations. They take her to Florida. I'm like, to become nanny is actually lucrative, baby. Like, she's the life she's describing, it didn't sound like I'm just working or I'm just taking care of the kids and everything. She takes care of the kids, but she also has fun. They take her on vacations and everything. So anyways, we just had all through the night. Some crazy people came, and we shared a laugh and all of that. So, well, the next morning, cold enter my body, because in the airport they did not even say, let us consider some people are basically crashing, so let us like reduce the temperature, increase the temperature either ways, but like just make it warmer. No, AC, full blown AC, everything. I was like, cold entered my body. I basically caught a cold there at the airport. The next morning I was like, I have to leave this place, but I don't want to pay $180. So I went around the airport. So where is the shuttle that takes people? They say it's not coming today. I say, okay. I think my aunt just said, you know what, just take the $180. Shit happens like that sometimes. You just have to make do with what you have. So I booked a taxi, and that was how I got myself to school. Shitty experience actually for someone who's coming to the abroad for the first time, because in my mind I was already thinking, I was like, this is how it is when they tell you it's not always easy in the abroad. Maybe this is what they are saying. Me, I did not even spend one night. I'm already having all this my bad experience. What would it be like? Jesus, did I make a mistake? All of that. But shit has been great so far. Why am I saying shit? This is unlike me. Maybe it's because the thing really pained me, but it has been great so far. It has been a great experience. People apologized to me, the ones that left me at the airport, the ones that said they couldn't pick me because I wasn't vaccinated. They actually came and apologized that I hope I'm not feeling bad, because I basically met them. There are people I just you see around. I hope I'm not offended. I hope I understand. I was like, whatever. That's happened. You have happened. There's nothing I can do. You cannot take it back what you have done. I will remember it. And there's nothing to forgive. Basically, I'm not entitled to their car, to their time or whatever. So that I'm not even supposed to feel bad about anything. So. Yeah, when people help you, they do it based on the goodness of their hearts. You are not entitled to it. So I guess that's the key takeaway. I'm not angry. I'm not like pissed or anything. Yeah, shit happens. So, boy, it has been a good experience. I'm friends with some of them, and I hope that when you are Japan, you don't experience something like this. Yes, because it is not a very good experience to catch cold on your first day, even with jacket and sweater and everything. It's not a good experience to sleep with your two big box. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a good experience. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this brief gist or chit chat, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but I hope you enjoy it, Sha. More on this podcast because I'm on holiday. So yes, and December is about to get lit. It's about to get dirty, whatever that means for me. I don't know, but fingers crossed. I'm going to have fun. I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Have a great holiday. We might talk, you might hear my voice 1 or 2 episodes before school resumes. But yeah, ciao. Share this episode with your friends. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye.